Hi everyone, it's me. Same microphone, same camera. Setups over there. I want to try something new. With this kind of with my channel now. I've been kind of slowly veering into more audio based videos where you don't really have to watch in order to enjoy. Uh, which makes sense, I guess, because I've never had the best camera quality, especially with running everything from a single laptop is not the best. So I've been veering more into like just talking videos, which I've greatly enjoyed doing. That's mainly why tier list videos have been such a big. They've had such a big presence on my channel because those are easy. I can just talk about movies like that, or games, or food when I rank chips and such. So kind of videos like that are just they're easier. They're just easier for me to make. I don't have to worry about good camera quality for me talking about La La Land, for example. So I want to kind of like really run with that idea and just kind of make a kind of series like this where I call it a podcast, kind of, but it's not really. It's still a video at the end of the day. But I had the thought, what if I make these videos and then put them on Spotify? So I think I've worked all of it out. I think I have a Spotify separate account from my own where I can post these kinds of things. I'm gonna try and get that out there. I don't really know how to share my account with you guys. But I will figure out. I will probably put a link to a Spotify podcast in the community tab or in the next video. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But I just kind of want to take this in a different direction because I feel like this is what I'm more into is talking about things because I've much more in the past years I've been more of a movie guy. Talking about movies is what I mainly want to do on this channel. And also I love games. I love video games so much. I still play them often and I have a big collection of them. So I still want to talk about that too. It's just, bad camera quality, running everything from laptop ain't the best thing. So I decided why not set up the equipment over here all hooked up to a single laptop, not anything special, hooked up to like a big block that I have to power everything, and just kind of see what happens. Just kind of talk. So there's a setup over there. I'm still gonna use that a lot. You're still gonna see it in videos. I'm still gonna sit there and talk and but I think it'd be more fun to do this. Maybe have some people on the couch with me and we'll talk. I just think that this can definitely go in a different direction, and not that this old direction is bad. I just there's ways to improve it. So let's do that. So I wanted to make a video of me talking about the new games in the Switch 2 lineup because I've been playing more Switch 2 games recently than I have, towards the beginning of the year because there were more games for the summer that came out. So I'm gonna talk about that, but I realized I never really went through my experience with the Switch 2 or what it means to me or anything like that. So I thought we'd go through like a big, overview of the console, and because it's over a year old at this point, which is insane. So yeah, I have all my games here. And there's the original box. I have and then the console. I have the camera. It's over there. I should have brought the box out, but I don't know. But I do have the camera. It was a stupid decision, but because apparently we can use a camera. Actually, I think I tried to use my actual video camera and it didn't work. So maybe it wasn't a bad decision. I don't know. But I want to go through the Switch 2's life and just kind of talk. So the Switch, back in its day, before like a year or two before the Switch 2 came out, was my favorite system. That was pretty much all I had until we got the Xbox One S, which still is never my favorite console. I mean, it's okay, but then in 2023, I think that we got the Xbox in like 2020, Christmas 2020. We got the PS5 in 2023. I think it was around May. We got it then, and that was my favorite for a while because like it's this new thing. I'm able to play games, that I can't experience on the Switch. And then I kind of slowly got back into the Switch one. Uh, I was still playing a lot of Fortnite, and I've still been kind of getting back into it. Not nearly as obsessed as I once was, but I was still playing my Switch very often. That was when I realized like games like Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart Deluxe and games like that are like some of my favorites. So I just kind of got back into it a lot more, especially when playing with friends. It really brought like that childlike wonder back, and I still really loved that. And then this thing kind of just broke my normal play style because the second that I got this thing, was when I just stopped playing Fortnite. And then I would still go back a little bit. Just every once in a while I'd go back, and then now I've been playing a lot more with just friends. I'm not really like into the storyline or collecting every sprite, or that's not even gonna be relevant by the time some of you watch this. Just stuff like that. I'm not really like into the game like that. I'm just trying to doing it for fun. Uh, but this helped a lot because I did not even play Fortnite for a little while because I just wanted to play the Switch 2, which I think is really awesome. So yeah, I think that's really really cool. So obviously the Switch was my favorite console there for a while, and then this came as like, how is this not your favorite? Because this is just a Switch but better. So it's just not my favorite now. I don't know. That's what I felt like when the first few months of Switch 2 happened. Is like it's just a Switch but better. That it's just a Switch but with a new Mario Kart. Because this was before like we got some big new games. Like we got some new stuff, but just not big new stuff. It's just we got Mario Kart, and then the Switch 2 Welcome Tour, and then we got Donkey Kong Bonanza, which was huge, and then we got like Drag X Drive. It's just we didn't get a lot, and like we got a good first year for sure, but it didn't feel like all too much at the moment. It wasn't until now where I realized, oh, I do have stuff to play on this console, and I have been playing a lot on this console recently. So that's great. That's really great to hear. So I just want to go through, my Switch 2 collection, like tell you what I've been playing. I guess we'll go through the physical stuff first. I do have a group on my Switch over here where it is just Switch 2 games. So I guess we'll go through all those and kind of talk about it. There are some like Switch 1 games that release in this kind of era that I am gonna like briefly mention later. They're just not in this folder because they are not Switch 2 games. They are released on the Switch 1. So if that makes sense. So I guess we'll start with the stack here. These are in alphabetical order. We have Donkey Kong Bonanza to start. This was the second physical Switch 2 game I got. If you've seen the first episode of the series I tried to attempt, I didn't even finish it. You'll know what the second one is. But this game is unbelievably good. Like it just kind of took over the next month for me because I'm not good at playing games like at all, and like part of it is I'm just not that skilled at like the actual skill of playing games is not my thing. Like I would rather just do something casual than play a big open like 3D open world game like Donkey Kong Bonanza. But also I'm just not good at like beating games. I'm just like I want something that will last me forever. I'm that kind of guy. So something like Mario Kart, Mario Maker 2, Smash Bros. Those are going to last me forever, and I still go back to those. So stuff like that is great. And I do love games like this with like a single player outing. Which is weird because I feel like my favorite games are single player games. I play like my favorite game of all time is Mario Odyssey. That is a single player game. I had to talk with my youth pastor. We both like he's a much probably bigger gamer than I am. He plays more like multiplayer games. Like that's what he prefers. He doesn't like single player games nearly as much as he does like games like Marvel Rivals or Call of Duty. So stuff like that, like a multiplayer game, which I can enjoy. I like local multiplayer games though. Online games has never been my thing. Like every time I try out something new that's not Fortnite, that's just like I can't get into this. Like Marvel Rivals was never my thing. Never was my thing. I don't really like it. Like I played it with friends. I don't think I've ever played Marvel Rivals by myself. Maybe once. But I never played it by myself. I think I only played it when a friend wanted to, and even then that same friend we just got back into Fortnite. So it's whatever, I guess. What is happening outside? Okay. Chickens outside. But yeah, games like this is like I did beat it, which I'm glad I did because I was so sure that I was like I'm gonna do that thing where I just stop playing, aren't I? So, but I didn't. I saw it through, and it was a really good experience. Like, part of it has some like pacing issues for me, where like I'm not sure what to do in this moment because the game's core structure is smash things, break things. It's like there's only so much you can do with that before I just get confused on what I'm doing. But luckily, the game has a mechanic where it will show you where to go. Sometimes it works. But I did eventually get through it, and it's still an amazing game, and I probably will replay it sometime. Like, I replay Mario Odyssey every year. recently I just beat it for in under 3 hours because I had a connecting flight that got delayed, so I was like, "Can I beat Mario Odyssey before I get on that flight?" And I did. I did it in under 3 hours, so I will replay that game a lot, and I might honestly replay it on camera because I just love it so much. That's a game that I've spent so much time with to the point where I want to keep playing it. Like, I beat it, and then I wanna keep going. I don't wanna stop. So that's that kinda game. In this game, I don't feel that with as much. I think it's still a good game, but I don't know. It's just not entirely something I wanna keep doing, so I'm gonna cut the cameras here because, of course, I can never be alone for more than 10 minutes at a time. I don't know if I'll be able to keep recording, but we'll see how far we can go before I'm interrupted by a stupid question. Hopefully, I'll be able to edit this down. So there's Donkey Kong Bonanza, amazing game. All right, next we have Kirby Air Riders, which is another game that came out, and it was like late 2025. And I think this is a good game. Like, it's honestly a really fun game. But in terms of mascot racers, I just want to play Mario Kart again. Like, I just feel like I fell off this game hard. Like, first couple weeks of playing it, so much fun. I did a video on it, but then like I just didn't want to play it anymore. I just kind of stopped playing, which is a shame. This game is very high quality, and I want to keep going, but I don't have much incentive to keep going, unfortunately. So, but there's some fun stuff, and I can see myself going back. Like if a friend comes over, like they look through my Switch collection, you got Kirby Air Riders. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Notice how said they don't want to play it. They want to play Mario Kart. Nobody knows what this is, okay? Everyone who bought this game was like either they're a Nintendo fan who didn't grow up with the game, but they want to support it, which was me, or they're nostalgic for the first one, which was a GameCube game. So it just feels weird, like, and I don't know. I just feel like it's a great game. Like, it's a really good, like, one of the best of that year for sure. I just didn't, like, click with it, I guess? I don't know. I just feel like there could be more. I feel like I'm glad they're not doing, like, a Smash Kart thing where it was like, it could be so easy to just put every single Smash Bros. Character in a cart and have them race. I'm glad they're doing different things, like having a Kirby racing game. It's still got Mario racing going. Like Sonic's got a racing game. I guess he's had them with Team Sonic, but uh, I'm glad they're not doing that. So I'm glad these are kind of separate. And this is a quality game. I just like there's Mario Karts right there. Why would I not play that? So still a great game. Still something I do want to get back into. That still would be really cool to do, but I guess it's not in the cards for right now. You scoot them over. You can still kind of see the switch there. Next up is Pac-Man World 2 Repack. I think I've played maybe 30 minutes of this. I'm gonna be honest, I have not played a lot of Pac-Man World 2 Repack. So I put this on my Amazon Christmas wish list and was like, if I get it, cool. If I don't really care. And I got it. My grandmother gave it to me. She also gave me 2 more of those handheld mics I use in videos, which I do not need. I returned those because I already have 4 of them. I can't even plug in another set because I've used every USB port over there. I have 2 of them are being used right now. Then she gave me that adapter to play Switch 2 with different controllers. So I've used that more than I've probably played Pac-Man World 2. I should have played Pac-Man World 2 with a PS5 controller. That would be pretty okay. Maybe we'll do that later. I just like I know this is good, and I know this is nostalgic for a lot of people, and I know if I just sat down and actually played it, I probably would enjoy it. But like 3D platformers, if they're not Mario or Donkey Kong, I guess are not my thing. I don't know. And like it's Pac-Man. The thing that most enticed me though when I got it was like I can play classic arcade games on it. It's like that's what I'm gonna do. But I don't know if I have to like unlock them or something by actually playing, or if I can just play them from the main menu. Again, I think I've played the 30 minutes of the main campaign, and I have not done any more than that. So that's kind of insane. I don't know. I really wish I had more to say. I just don't because I've barely played it. I would like to play it though. I guess we can the next game is one of these, so I guess we'll leave it at that. Next up is my first physical Switch 2 game is Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S, which is a game key card. Let's talk about the game first. The game is fun. I like Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. I think it's a really fun, addicting puzzle game. I had a lot of fun with it. I don't play it anymore for some reason. I don't know. I just feel like if I have to get up and put the game card in the system, it's like I don't want to do that. I think I was at a Target one day I saw it was like $40. I was like, well, I need a physical Switch 2 game, and this one looks fun. So I always forget I have this one. But it's fun. It's fun. It's a fun game. Game key cards to me are like a good option to have, but I do think they need to do away with it because I think everything went downhill when Pocopia, which is a Nintendo game, I think everything went downhill when they started using a game key card. I think that was the stupidest decision they could have made because that made like nobody cared then. So I think they're slowly doing away with it. I think other companies are kind of slowly doing away with it, which is good. But I still think it's going to be like a solid thing for another few years for sure. But I do think this is like a good game. I like how it is a physical option. This is not just some stupid, you know, some stupid thing we can do. It is an option to play physical games. It's not just a code in the box, which some games are still doing for some reason. Why? That's okay. That's still so stupid. What game was it? It was like Civilization 7 that many people wanted to get, but they didn't get it because it was like code in the box. You have a new physical option. You have that option now where you don't need a code in the box for a Switch 2 game. Make it this. That's dumb. I do think it's dumb that it. Well, no, I don't want. Never mind. I was gonna say something else, but that's gonna be stupid to say, so I'm not gonna say that. All right, next up is the newest game, Splatoon Raiders, which I also don't have a lot to say because I've not played it all too much. I think I played maybe 2-3 hours of it. And it like for a Splatoon game, it's really fun. I've played Splatoon games before. I've never owned one. This is my first one I've owned. I've played like a little bit or two. My friend lent it to me. This is the first one I bought with my own money though. And it's really good. Like I think a good single player outing in the Splatoon franchise is a good thing because the 2 is not a good single player. The single player in this game is not what you come for. You come for the multiplayer. Single player is always too short. It's like really short, like 5 hours long. This one's like almost like a full like 12-hour game. So that's good. That's really good. The gameplay is fun. That's about it. It's just like think of a fun Splatoon time, but in single player. Like you're still facing off enemies, just NPC enemies. So I think that's a really good way of doing it. Like a single player Splatoon. Like I don't think this was necessary to get like a good Splatoon single player out. I do think it is kind of weird because everyone knows Splatoon 1 through 3 is as a multiplayer game. This game has like I think it has multiplayer, just not online multiplayer. Like the things Splatoon 4 doesn't have that, which I think is something you kind of need to warn about going in. It's like it's not what you think. It is full single player. All right, next up is Star Fox, which is a remake of Star Fox 64. Again, it is a quality game. It is one of the best Switch 2 games. I am going to rank all these, so just bear with me here. This is a very high quality game. It looks great. It plays nice. Although I did play a little bit earlier and I got stuck on a section of this like 2-hour game, so yeah, like I said, I'm not a good gamer. Okay, I got stuck on when you're rolling in that like tank thing. I hate that. I don't know what I'm doing. I always get hit somewhere because I can't avoid it fast enough. I like when you're flying. The flying parts are really good in this game. I do think $60. I do like how they went down to $60 though for physical games. I do like that. I think that's great. It feels a little much for a remake of an N64 game. It does look great. There's a new battle mode and new challenges. I do think that's worth some money. I don't think it should be worth like $20. I do think it is worth like 50. I would pay like 50 is great for this game. I do see the general $60 pricing that needs to come into play with like a Nintendo published game as big as Star Fox because this is a Nintendo mascot. I do see why Rhythm Heaven was $50 physical. And of course, digital games are $50. So this is a $50 game. Just you're paying extra for a physical game, which is whatever. So $60, you are getting a good game out of it. I just feel like a remake does not need to be $60. I do see that. I think Splatoon Raiders worth $60 because that's a new game. It's a fun game. It's worth that money. But I do think the upgrades to this game and how it looks, I can live with this $60 price tag. How about $80? Yeah. $150 spent at Target one day was this. and the camera. Oh my gosh. The game is fun. It is a fun time. Mario Party Jamboree is the best Mario Party I've played. Okay? No doubt about it. It's great. Jamboree TV, not worth $20. $10 at most. I think $10 would have been perfect. $70 experience? Sure. I'm sure the next Mario Party will be, well, if they keep doing the $6, it won't be, but I think that if the next party was $70, I'm sure that's not worth it at all, but it'd be, general pricing. I don't know. It's just, I did not have Mario Party Jamboree, the Switch 1 physical. I did not even have it at all. So I was like, I will pay $80 for this just because it's a Switch 2 game. So I did. And it's the best Mario Party. So by proxy, this is a good package, I guess. But Jamboree TV just needs more to it. Because I use Jamboree. Guess what I use Jamboree TV more most now? Like, when I first got it, I was all over Bowser Party and those other games. But, like, there's screaming going on over there. Because they can't be quiet. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, I was all over those extra games, but now when I play it now, it's like, if I'm gonna play... Okay, so I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna play Jamboree TV, and I'm going to play Mario Party. If I'm playing Mario Party, I'm booting up Jamboree TV mode and playing it with the camera, because I paid for the camera. I'm gonna use the camera. But if there's something specific I want to do in Mario Party Jamboree, okay, now I gotta boot up the separate Mario Party Jamboree. There's two separate... They're not combined, which is weird. Why is there not a section in that Jamboree map that just has Jamboree TV on it? Why is that not an option? That's stupid. How they're separate things. I have to navigate through separate things. I think that's really dumb. So, yeah, it's not smart. It's really stupid, but it's whatever. I bought it. I played it. I'm an idiot. So, there's that. So now we can move these kind of back up here and talk about the digital library, which you can't see as well as a big game box, but we will talk about it. So first of all, we have Mario Kart World, which is a launched game and one of the Switch 2's best, honestly. Not as good as a deluxe, but I think it's probably my second favorite entry. Like, honestly, I like it better than Wii. I think it's still a really good Mario Kart game with great tracks, great character selection, by the way. They were cooking with that one. I feel like everything you've heard about Mario Kart World has been said before in a lot better videos, so go check out them for more. But yeah, Mario Kart World is a great game, and I love it, but I love Bait Deluxe more. I would rather go back to that one, for being honest. Switch 2 Welcome Tour. There are some parts that can be fun. Like, I like the mouse game with the stars and the fallen spikes. I think that can be fun for like a minute. But it's paid. You have to pay for it, which is stupid. But it's whatever. Like, I'm not... $10, man. It's just dumb. Just we're moving on. All right, next we got the GameCube, Nintendo Switch Classics, Nintendo Classics. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that big of a fan right now. I just feel like we haven't really gotten some big game. Like, there are games in the other collections that, like, I boot up in the NES app just to play Mario 3 sometimes. I will boot up the N64 app to play Mario Kart on it. I like the Nintendo Classics line. I think they're putting some good games. They just put Donkey Kong 64 on it, which is awesome. But, like, there's nothing on GameCube I just want to go back to. I mean, I've been playing, like, the games like Soul Calibur 2 and F-Zero are fun, and I like those games, but I can really only play, like, 10 minutes at most before I get bored. And then Wind Waker is obviously great, but it's also a Zelda game, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't know. Strikers is fun. Like, it's a okay time for, like, a round. Chibi Robo is just not my thing. It's great to have it. There's Fire Emblem and Pokemon, which is, like, not my thing because I'm not an RPG guy. There's Wario World, which is a 3D platformer on the GameCube, which is even more confusing than a 3D platformer now. I just feel like there's nothing for me yet. My subscription just ran out like a month ago, so I do need to renew it. If like I'll renew it here. I'll renew it when something I want to play comes back. Because right now there's nothing I'm clamoring to play. Like I played Mario 3 and Mario Kart 64 and games like that because I had the service, just because it was there. Which is probably the reason why I have all these like movie subscriptions. It's like, all right, where's this movie streaming? Oh, it's on Netflix. I have Netflix. Let's watch it today. Stuff like that. So yeah, like I will renew this service so fast if Mario Kart Double Dash joins this service. It's games like that where I want to play these games. I wanted to do a video on Twilight Princess because I've never played it before, and it's 20 years old in November. Wouldn't that be perfect for them to add it in November so I can do a video on it? Yeah, do that. I think that's good, but everything else is just kind of disappointing. All right, next up, okay, we got, I guess it's technically a Switch 2 game, the Breath of the Wild Switch 2 edition, which I got for free with the expansion pass. I like Breath of the Wild. I think it looks nice here. There's not much more I can say about it. I downloaded it because I could. Moving on. Drag X Drive. Okay, this is worse than the Welcome Tour because at least I want to replay some games in the Welcome Tour. I do not want to boot up Drag X Drive ever again. I think it's boring. I don't think it controls well. I think it's stupid. I think it's really dumb. That's about it. I think it's a novel idea. It's a mouse game. We don't get a lot of those, but I just feel like it's just boring. I just doesn't control well, which makes me mad, which makes me don't want to play it anymore. So, yeah, $20 well spent, idiot. Silk Song Switch 2 edition, I guess counts. It's Silk Song. I'm not good at it, but it's a very good game. Really, really good, like great price, great experience. It's Silk Song. I feel like if you're a fan of Silk Song, you seeked out every other game like talk about or possible to hear your opinions on Silk Song. All right, the Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition. Meet Up at Bell Park is a fun multiplayer time. Like honestly, this is the best Switch 2 edition just because I'm loving the multiplayer stuff. This is like the first like game like that that's not like Mario Kart or Smash Brothers or Gang Beasts, where I can play this at my grandparents' house with my cousins that they actually enjoyed. Because like we had like genuinely like we weren't playing around and thinking, can we just go back to Mario Kart? No, we were playing around and wanting to play more. We enjoyed playing the game. It was fun. It still is fun. So yeah, more of this, please. That was fun. And there's still more single player offerings I need to get through. Like it's still just a fun time. So that's great. And I think that's about it for the Switch 2 games. Okay, let's also bring up, these aren't going to count towards the ranking. I don't think they should count towards the ranking, but I will talk about Tomodachi Life, which is my favorite game of the year so far. Which I mean, it's not like the best made. It's probably like Star Fox or Splatoon Raiders, but like it's just the most fun. But it's a Switch 1 game, so it doesn't really count. And then Mario Galaxy 2 came out towards like it came out in October, which is past the Switch 2's launch, which I played it on Switch 2. It's obviously perfect. So I've mentioned those. They run well on Switch 1. So let's rank them all. I have them here, so I guess we'll just kind of talk about them. I think every game in here is on this. I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all right. In last place is Drag X Drive. I just explained why. Second to last is Welcome Tour. I can't rank any higher. It sucks. And then probably Pac-Man World 2. I just haven't played enough of it. And then I feel then probably GameCube. And then I probably can't rank the Zelda in Mario. Well, I guess I can't rank Zelda any higher. I don't think I can. And then Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S. Then no, actually, Jamboree TV is below that, and then Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S, and then Mario Wonder Meet Up at Bell Park. That's fun. Yeah. And then I think I'm gonna go Silk Song personally. I think it's one of the best, like most well-made games on the Switch 2. Just not really my thing, so I think I'm gonna go there. So sorry about that. Then probably Star Fox, Kirby Air Riders, Splatoon Raiders. Maybe okay. I haven't played enough of Splatoon Raiders to put it above Mario Kart World. but they're close. Then I'm gonna go Mario Kart World, then Donkey Kong Bonanza. So yeah, obviously a really great lineup. Like even Drag X Drive is still stupid. I'm not even gonna try and defend myself with that one, but I still do think there are some things to enjoy in every single one of these games. So I'm happy with the Switch 2 so far. I hope it continues to be better. Just keeps getting better and better. So yeah, let me know if you like this kind of format of video. I'd like to keep doing more of this. I'd like to have some other people on this couch. So yeah, I'll see you next video, whatever it is. I still have no idea what I'm doing next video. So thank you guys for listening and watching. Hopefully you're listening on Spotify. So let's see if I can figure that one out. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.